Good evening, folks. As you can see from the thumbnail, we're going to take a look at Breckenridge Brewing's Christmas Ale. With a nice pretty beer. That's a nice head. She is a deep dark color. Where is my trusty beer flashlight? Is well into the nut brown, edging into past ruby, man. If we're gonna SRM this, let's SRM this at high 60s. Let's give her a 68. 68. Shouldn't be more than another third of this to turn her into black. Alright. Let's get a temp. We're supposed to play music, aren't we? This is Cross Canadian Ragweed doing Bang My Head. Doesn't tell me what album, though. Sorry. Put a fresh battery in it, it's dead. I must put the wrong battery in. No, go lay down. I don't need 65 pounds of dog in my lap. Alright, well, I did just take the thing out of the fridge. It hasn't been sitting out that long. The temperature on here is going to be low 40s. Let's get all Biden on it first, and then we'll slip it a tongue. That low temperature really dumbs down the nose. Malty, not particularly bready. Doesn't smell overly sweet. Doesn't smell overly like anything. It is too damn cold. This might be about 40 degrees. What I'm going to do is we'll take a sip now and see what she tastes like cold. Then I'll pause it and let it warm up. I'll grab the backup therm from inside. Nice. Malty, little sweet, burnt. All right, so she's got that burnt bread note in there. Dirty, medium fast, even at this temperature. Not bad. All right, let's pause her off for a second. Temperatures are starting to drop down here, so it's going to take a little while longer for her to warm up, but this is the interweb, so I'll be back in the blink of an eye. Alrighty. We got her up around the 50s now. So, as I have said before, and it is my personal philosophy, you can have yours. The darker the beer, and again, we said we were looking at 66, 68 on this one. The warmer I want to drink it, because dark beers just tend to blossom better. Again, they prefer lagers, kolsch's, pilsners, really cold, mid-30s, 40, perfect temps. Something this dark though, we're going to want her up in the 50s, and she's in the low 50s. So now let's see what she has to offer us first. We're going to put the old Bidenometer in there. Let's get sniffy. Okay, so there's the nose. There's that, I want to say, caramel, molasses kind of sweetness with the burnt bread on the nose, that biscuit. That smells a lot nicer than when she was cold. She doesn't smell overly boozy. We know from the webpage that she is running at 7.1 for the ABV, 22 for the IBUs. She is seasonally available. Now, the deets is how they put the details in, and it's a sliding scale with a line down the middle, which of course would be 50% or 0. I don't know, because aneurysms. But according to the deets, she is going to be about halfway to the right on the dark side, which would be like a 75. Don't know. It's not particularly accurate. On the next one, it's hoppy or malt, and she's in the lower quarter of malty. Shit, big giant feet, sorry. And then in the session and strong bar, she's a quarter past center towards strong. Well, it's 7.1% beer, so yeah, that makes sense. The rest of it just gives me an aneurysm because I'm old. Welcome to boomer time. All right, let's slip of the tongue, see what we got going on now, because she does smell much better. A nice, full, rich, like a caramel sweet, but not overly caramel. And then with the biscuit, the burnt bread on the back end, she smells really, really interesting. She has a much nicer mouthfeel now, too. So, this one, tongue right down into the sublingual, bottom buccal, intra and extra dentals. Nothing really on the top end. Yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes. She's nice. She is not overly sweet. She's not burnt. They crafted this one pretty solidly. I like Christmas ales. This one is not bad. She's dirty. She's running a little faster now, so she went from medium fast to fast. Not a heavy aftertaste on the back end. She is only running 22 IBUs, so she's not particularly bitter, but she must be bittered enough to balance out that sweetness, and a lot of that could also be the roasted malts that give it that dark burnt bread kind of taste. It's a good beer. I like this beer. Is she good for the style? Sure. Is she interesting? Well, that whole lower mouth fill, yeah, that was really interesting. Flavor profile solid. Give her a 4.5. Would have liked to seen this spiced a little. A little spice in here would really, just a little bit. Got to overspice a little bit. Should get up just a notch. This would be a 5, but she's a solid 4.5. Me likey. I might have to throw a couple of mini kegs into the cooler for Christmas, so people come over and they would like to drink beer. Drink this instead of bad beer. Anyway, here's a story that goes with that too. Thanks for coming by, put some eyeballs on you, my people. You know I love you. I want you to be the big free, happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant. Of course, great man. Head on a swivel. Hot and handy. And we'll catch you on the next one, my friends. Until then, Skal. All right, everybody's gone, so it's just us. For my entire life, we have been the Christmas house party family. I grew up in that. Our house was always full of people and food and music and merriment and laughter. It was Christmas. All the friends, all the extended family, everyone was always there. My brother's friends, my sister's friends, my parents' friends. Growing up, mind you, on a really raucous evening, there's that head again. That's nice. Look at the color graduation too. It's really cool. On a really raucous evening, the police would come up and, hey, could you guys keep it down? Sure. You guys hungry? You want something to eat? And they'd always beat the cops when they'd come by. And we were a routine stop for these fellas. That was long ago and in a galaxy far, far away, if you will. But probably 10, 12 years ago. We're out in Phoenix, and we're still throwing relatively large parties. And again, friends, family, neighbors, everybody, come on over. There's food, and there's drink, and there's merriment and music to be had. This was before the nephews and the kids got married, but, you know, they still had their significant others. I was always the one in charge of the alcohol. So I go over to the big distribution houses, and I would load up the bar with booze, and I would look around, and beforehand I would do stuff like this, where I would try beers, and then I would load the cooler full of interesting beers. But, you know, you throw regular crap beer in there, because there are people who like to drink Bud Light and Coors Light. Well, okay. Hurts me to have you drink that in my house, but okay, you're a guest, you're allowed. And, I don't remember who came out with a cinnamon Christmas beer. And I was like, this is really, really interesting. And it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever drank in my life. Don't know who put it together. I don't know what they were thinking. This beer was just horrific. It might be, you would have to go back. Shit, I've been on years now. You would have to go way back to when I did really, really shitty videos, if it's there. But as we've gone through this, I discovered things like Belgians. And when the Belgians do a Christmas ale, they spice their Christmas ale. So it already tastes fruitcakey from the Breckenridge in there. But then they go in and they will add cinnamon, they will add ginger, they will add coriander, they will add all this shit in there. And they managed to turn it over really, really nice. So I will see if we can find the Christmas recommendation for this year. This is not bad. It would not feel bad to serve this to you if you were in my house. It's nice, it's rich, got a really good flavor profile. It's good beer. But it is early November. I think it's the 6th or the 7th. It's friggin' Monday. So we got a little time to put them together, and we don't have the parties we used to because now there's little kids around. All kinds of other factors. But, people, you know I love you. We're going to start on the Christmas hunt. I didn't do pumpkins this year. They're still out there. Don't really interest me. That's the timer. I got to go. So, no. But we'll do Christmas. I'll start putting a Christmas series together for you so you have an idea what to drink before Christmas. Thanks for coming by. Love you. See you fuckers on the next one. Till then. Skol.